You're watching Ride the Teacups. Now let's talk about Disney's live shows and why I think they've gone downhill over the years and what Disney needs to do to bring them back up. When I visit a Disney park, I am therefore, in order, the rides, the snacks, the food, and maybe a live show if it seems interesting. But for me, a live show is a great time to enjoy shorter wait times while everyone else is watching the fireworks or while everyone else is watching Fantasmic. They're just not interesting to me. I go there to experience Disney magic, not to watch a show. And Disney keeps taking away the shows that I do enjoy and replacing them with stuff that, frankly, I think they ought to be kind of embarrassed by. I mean, Disney has the best theme parks on the planet. They invented animated feature films, for crying out loud. On top of their hugely popular IPs, they're still milking decades later, like Pinocchio, Sleeping Beauty, and The Lion King. Ugh. They also own Marvel. MCU movies are basically failures if they pull in less than $1 billion each these days. They also own Lucas and are pumping out Star Wars content faster than dead Marvel characters come back to life, if they're popular enough. Sorry. For goodness sake, they even make amazing movies based off of their own theme park attractions, not that one. All of that to say, this is the best storytelling brand in the history of the world. So, how come I don't like their live shows that are park exclusives? To answer that, let's look at shows that I do enjoy, like Mickey's Mix Magic at Disneyland. It's a fireworks show I desperately needed to experience in person. It's a high-energy show from start to finish. There is no narration. The lights simply go out with no warning, the music starts, and the light starts bouncing with the beat. Here we go. I have been transported inside Mickey Mouse's personal rave. That's the whole story. We are at a dance party and Mickey Mouse is the DJ. Simple as that. The show is high adrenaline action basically from start to finish. There are a couple of breaks here and there where the show lets you catch your breath, but it never stops. It just kind of lets you stop a little bit and breathe before you're bouncing back and in the mix of everything again. The show just completely holds you from start to finish. Then a few weeks after we visited, they shut it down permanently and replaced it with this.
Just imagine, if you were standing right here over 60 years ago, you'd be standing in the middle of an orange grove. One visionary man stood right where you are now, but instead of orange trees, he envisioned a magic kingdom. This man's name was Walt Disney.
I mean, come on, are you kidding? Okay, let's talk about Happily Ever After. I don't like it. No, don't leave, don't click. Please, give me a second. Hit the dislike button if you want, but hear me out and tell me if this point makes any sense to you. Can you see my point of view?
Each of us has a dream, a heart's desire. It calls to us, and when we're brave enough to listen and bold enough to pursue, that dream will lead us on a journey to discover who we're meant to be. All we have to do is look inside our hearts and unlock the magic.
Look, if you're gonna start a fireworks show with a lullaby at like 10:30 at night, I'm out. I can't. No, that's not what I'm here for. You're trying to put me to sleep. Compare that to something like Mickey's Mix Magic, or whatever it's called, Mickey's Mix Magic. Sorry, but there's no comparison. And guys, actually watch the fireworks. This is going to be a trend as we talk about several of the modern shows. We are watching 2 fireworks at a time. And there's a lot of gaps with nothing. And occasionally they'll have a flurry where lots of stuff happens, but they're rare. They're few and far between. Mickey's Mix Magic made it freaking snow in Southern California in the summer for like half the show. And I mean, Enchantment at Magic Kingdom is, I mean, it's worse. Now, most of you agree with me that Enchantment is worse than Happily Ever After, so maybe change it to a like. We agree again? All right, check this out.
Tonight we gather in a most enchanted place.
Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. What? Why am I here? Now, I know there are a lot of hardcore Happily Ever After fans that I've just brutally insulted, and I am sorry. Kinda. But I go to fireworks show to watch the fireworks. Yours doesn't have any. I want to watch something epic, something amazing, something that you can't possibly see anywhere except the happiest place on earth and the most magical place on earth. I want to see something incredible that nobody else could possibly do, and you gave me a vegan lion. What about Fantasmic? Fantasmic was a show that I loved when I was growing up. I was actually there when the show opened, but there's two versions of the show. It's gone through two iterations. Check out the version that I grew up with. Versus the version that replaced it.
Welcome to Fantasmic. Tonight, our friend and host, Mickey Mouse, uses his vivid imagination to create magical imagery for...
Oh my gosh, do you have to talk? Honestly. This is where the Cinema Sins guy says
narration
and adds a sin onto every single Disney movie, and it did not used to always be this way. Disney also just released Harmonious Live, their Epcot spectacular fireworks show on Disney Plus the other day. You can watch it now for free. It's the fireworks show. A fireworks show. The first fireworks shows up 13 and a half minutes in. What happened? Why are the world's best storytellers so bad at telling me stories inside their parks? Am I just the grumpy old man who wants you to get off my lawn and remembers the nostalgia from the old days? Well, I mean, in fairness, yes. But I don't think this is just longing for the old days. When I say things like bring back the original Fantasmic and the largely panned Mickey's Mix Magic, this is what I mean. I want to be immersed in an experience, not to watch a show on the distant horizon. I want to be part of it. This is why I prefer things like the rides and attractions and the food over the current slate of shows. I'm experiencing it, not just watching it. Mickey's Mix Magic transported me into a new place, into a dance party, and made me feel involved. I was part of the story. And that's what Disney parks should be. They should be about moving people from their reality they're trying to escape into a new fantasy area where their imagination comes alive and they get to live those dreams. It should be a place where people experience magic, not watch it from the sidelines. But hey, that's just one man's opinion. What do you guys think? Am I way off base, or do I have a point about experiencing magic versus watching a show? Let me know down in the comments what you think, as well as what your favorite shows are. We actually took a poll on our Instagram and our Twitter. Yes, we have a Twitter. You don't have to follow. It's not terribly interesting. But I put a poll up on those sites. You can see the results here. Pretty interesting and actually kind of across the board. I mean, except for Twitter. and the guy that wanted you to sub for sub. Other than that, the responses were really interesting, and to be able to see what all of you guys like, I want to know more of that. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it. We want to help you experience that magic and not just watch it. So subscribe, hit the big red subscribe button and the bell with all notifications. Doesn't cost you a thing, and you will get our videos. Check them out. We love you guys. We love experiencing Disney with you guys and helping you to do the same. Thanks again for watching. We love you, and we will see all of you guys next time we ride the Teacups. Later.